Okay, some people have asked me about fringing when you replace a sky or any part of a background. So let's have a look at this. Now I've done a tutorial before on replacing sky, and we did it very differently to this way. So we just have a look at this method of doing it. So what we want to try and do is make a mask. So we need the sky being replaced. So everything in the sky will have to be a contrast to everything underneath it. So if we look up here in the channels, you've got your red, green and blue and your RGB, which is a mixture of all of them. So we're looking for the one with the highest contrast. If you look at red, green, blue definitely has the highest contrast. So if we take the blue and bring it down here and make a copy of it, and if we zoom in, say to 100% around here, so we can see what's going on with the trees in the background. So what we want to do now is make all this area which is kind of grey. We need to make that black and the sky white, so we can use it as a mask. So I press Ctrl L for the levels, and we drag up the blacks. So you have to be careful here that you're not going to destroy some of the branches and that in your picture, because you can go too far with this. So it's still a lot of detail in the branches here. So we can bring the whites down then, and it'll bring up the contrast from the sky behind. So that's pretty good there now. You can also use the middle ones. Okay, so we leave it like that. Okay, so now the mask is the inverse of what we need at the moment, because we need the sky to be black. So if you press Ctrl I, we'll inverse it. So if you zoom out and have a look, we still have quite a bit here that needs to be white, because if we use this as a mask, obviously everything that's black here is going to come out as see-through. So to do that, we can just use a brush, and just a white brush. Use quite a big one. You don't have to be that fussy with it, and we'll just brush everything out here and make everything in the foreground white. You can zoom in, and any little bits and pieces like this you can just take out with a white brush. Okay. Now the other thing you can do is you can use the burn and dodge. You see, if you don't have to be careful. If you're on dodge and we're using the highlights, then it's only going to affect the highlights. So it'll make the whites whiter. Anything here, you see the gaps in the trees here, you can just go over them with a big brush. It's going to make no difference to the background. The background will stay black. And you can take more time doing this afterwards. Just make sure that there's no little bits like that we've left out in the branches of the trees. Okay, that looks quite good. So you hold down Control now and click on the blue copy here to make a selection. And then if we go back to our layers, let's just make a copy of that background, and we'll put a mask on it. So if we turn off the background layer, you can see now that the sky is now see-through. So let's get a sky. I have one here. We just press Ctrl C to copy it. I'll put it down under this layer, Ctrl V to paste it, Ctrl T then to transform it. So you can zoom it out, place it whatever way you want. Say there. Very nice. Press tick to accept. But you'll see once we zoom in here that we have pretty bad fringing. Say we go to 100%, you can see here a lot around the trees, around the edge of this tree, around the branches here. So what we have to do is refine this mask. So if we right click on this mask here and go to refine mask, click on decontaminate colors and bring it up a good bit, and we'll see what that'll do. So yeah, that's pretty good. We might go just a small bit more, say 80 odd. Yeah, that's good. All the branches are look pretty good there. If we click this off, you can see what it'll be like before and after, and we go OK. And that's it. That's your sky in there. Afterwards, of course, you can change the sky. You can move the sky around or do whatever you want with it, lighten it or darken it or whatever you need to do. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.